Hey, what's going on, y'all? How you doing? I am. I'm here. I made it. Hey, Justin. Hey, Kendall. What's going on? Um, I'm gonna try to wait to see if there's other people that's gonna come in before I post the link and see what we're gonna talk about. Um, I'm letting you know right now, your girl is tired. I don't feel good, so I don't even know how long I'm gonna do this. I may have to end it early. Since we got one person in here, so I'm assuming it's Justin. Maybe Ken Diamond's left already. Is that who I got, Justin? Are you the one that's here? Give me a thumbs up or something to let me know you're in the building still. And let me see if I can find the channel on my phone and see how the video looking. All right. Says two people. Yep, okay, so Justin is here. Justin is here. Who my other person in the building? Who my other person in the building? Um, I just got a rant, y'all. That's all I'm really doing today. I'm frustrated with a lot of topics I've been seeing. I guess it's kind of gonna be like a PNTV live. My poetry's news and twisted views live. Um, I just had some thoughts. Hey, Avita the Diva. Hey, my cousin Avita in the building. All right, let me see if I can put that volume down. Um, I don't know what's going on with the stream, y'all. It's like it's going in and out for me. Y'all, is it okay on your end? You can hear me fine, you can see me fine, but on my end, it's kind of going in and out. So y'all let me know. So yeah, I haven't been feeling it good over the last, I want to say 3 hours. Hey Madeline, how you doing? The last 3 hours, I've been just kind of like curled up in the bed in a fetal position. I told y'all earlier, if y'all on my Instagram, y'all know my dog had got sick. And I think I picked up whatever the hell he got because 10 minutes before the stream, I was in the bathroom like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. I was in there a lot. Okay, so you can hear me good, you can see me good. um, so yeah, I was gonna start off with some PNTV topics, is what I was gonna do, and then roll into what I was like some of the couple rants that I had going on in my mind. But since I'm not feeling so good, I don't know. I think I just might just be a free for all. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat, right? And then I don't know. Eventually, if people want to join in and have it and talk with me, that we could do that. But how you? I don't know how to do this yet, y'all. This is my second time using StreamYard. Um, I'm not gonna add you in immediately. Just let you know that. Okay. So that's that. Now how I pin that mug. Put you in timeout. I don't want to put myself in timeout. Start. What is the story gonna do? Hey Kimmy J, what's going on? What's okay? I see that. I'm supposed to be able to pin messages. There we go. Bam. Pin messages. Okay, so if y'all have noticed, maybe over the past couple days, there has been a lot of activity going on with Kanye West. And I had posted up like a little 1 minute clip of DL Hewley talking about it, and how the fact that it was stalking. It's just, so, hey Ken Down, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. And how it was stalking, and then his other further opinions on it. And just these past couple of days, people have really been getting under my skin about that whole situation. I don't even want to talk about the man. Personally, I did a little clip and I said what I had to say a couple weeks ago. But the fact that people are, I don't know, kind of praising him for stalking her, saying that he not stalking her. I think I had a couple viewers who were saying, one person was saying, they consider it more antagonizing her other than stalking. And a couple other people were, more than a couple people, not just on my channel, but just overall, always want to go back to the fact, well, his mama died and he ain't been right since his mama died. Look her. A lot of people mama died. A lot of people mama died that got mental illnesses. Um, and the behaviors that he have are not consistent with just somebody snapping all together in regards to this situation. Because like it's a pattern. It's hey Corrupted Cat, what's going on? Yeah, Corrupted Cat was one of the people that was had brought up um his mental mental condition, although she did state in there that there was no excuse for his behavior. So I don't know what you LOLing for, but I'm in the mood today, so I'm just letting you know. So I don't know what the LOL was for, so maybe you want to clarify yourself. But some of the things that he's doing, his mom died when you were 16. You went to the funeral. Damn, you went to his mom's funeral, and now you're 31. It's no excuse. It's no excuse. He's making a conscious choice to a conscious choice to do what he take the actions he's taking against Kim Kardashian. Now, I personally don't like her one way or the other. I really don't follow her. I really ain't got like nothing to really say or do. You feel like that's what she gets. The Kardashians have been capitalizing off Black culture forever and then discarding it when it's no longer trending. Image knew he was crazy when she got with him. See, I would have to disagree with you on that too. Nobody deserves that shit. Not a single damn person deserves it. Whether she is capitalizing off of Black culture or not, it still makes no difference as far as somebody stalking you and harassing you. They don't even equate whether she capitalizing on Black. You don't see nobody stalking Eminem because he capitalizing on Black culture. I wonder what you're laughing for. That's what I want to say. That's what I thought I said. Clarify what you're laughing about. Because I mean, at that point, I hadn't said shit funny. So that's why I want to know what you're laughing about. Oh, you knew this was going. But no excuse, he grown. Yeah, I said that. You said that in your comment that you said it wasn't an excuse. That's why I understand what the LOL was for. And again, I don't take this situation funny at all. Ain't shit funny about somebody stalking you. Not shit at all. Whether you like her or not, whether you mad about how she got her fame, her appropriation of Black culture, her mistreatment, still no one deserves this fucking type of treatment. Especially the dude Pete. I haven't followed the story to how far he is stalking her though. He has hid in her bushes, dressed as bushes. He's been around her home, peeking through the windows. He's made video. He just made a recent video of his Donda album. Next to her. Yeah, he bought a house next to her. But yeah, like I said, so far in the news, he's been in the bushes, actually disguised as bushes, creeping around the house. He's been peeking in the windows. He's been, according to her, I don't know for certain. He's been scaring the kids. He just had the Donda album come out. I still haven't heard it though. People say it's good. He made a video decapitating Pete Davidson in the video. He's done it. Like I said, this is not the first time he's done this. When Amber Rose and him separated and she went to Wiz Khalifa, he did the exact same thing to Amber Rose and Wiz as well. The exact same thing. So that's why I'm saying this is not something that I can't say this is something that is brought on by his mother's death. So I really wish that people would stop comparing those two, putting that in there. I really wish that people would stop, first of all, using mental illness, period, as an explanation. Because for somebody that deals with mental illness, as an adult, you know goddamn well a lot of the choices that you make are choices. They are not spurred on by a episode, a bipolar episode. They're not sparked by trauma or grief. This is a choice this man is making to harass them. And he knows that the public as a whole is going to say, well, his mama died. what Monique say 15 years ago. 15 years ago. And like I said, yeah, Pete doesn't deserve it at all. I mean, he did nothing to the man. And I think, was that you, Evita, who told me that? Somebody y'all told me last in one of my videos that I think that was Charlotte Merrick was saying that the girlfriend that Kanye West had was Pete's ex-girlfriend, but that was he paid the girl to be his girlfriend just to piss Pete off. The Kardashians are the ones who pushed the mental illness narrative in the first place. Now he's just going along with it. And then what I'm not even discounting the fact that he has a mental condition. I think he does. He said he's on meds and he said he's not taking them. He know he's not taking them. But still, even I think dealing with drug dealers, or not drug dealers, people who are on drugs and drug addicts, the way that I see how a lot of drug addicts react and behave, a lot of people may say they act that way because of the drugs. In my opinion, just based off of people that I know and that I've dealt with in my life, the drugs just enhance the behavior that they're already doing. So I'm relating the same thing to Kanye. His mental illness sometimes enhances the things he does, but this is just him. This is just him. I mean, yeah, he's been doing a lot. Justin's asking Monique, how did they push the mental illness, the mental illness narrative? I want to say, if I remember correctly, and Monique, you can step in if you want. And again, if any of you want to join in live face to face, I did add the link, the StreamYard link, and then I could pop you in if you wanted to do that. I can't remember what situation happened, but I remember he went off the rails on something. I remember that. And I remember Kim talking about that he was getting help, he was getting treatment, and he has, something was really wrong with him. Yes, I mean, he's. I want to go back to Ken Dom's statement for a second. There was something that you said about she knew he was crazy when she met him, right? When you say that statement, the reason why that triggers me in a way is because if I was being physically abused by a man that had physically abused somebody and I got with them anyway, you would say, yeah, you stupid. You shouldn't have did it in the first place. But just because I knew it doesn't mean that I still deserve it. That's why I said I couldn't agree with that statement that she deserved it just because she knew he was crazy in the beginning. Yeah, the music video that he made Pete, he was burying him alive, decapitate Pete and burying him alive. And people was thinking that was funny. A lot of people was comparing him to what was Captain Lee Griffin when she decapitated the Dumb Donald's head. And they was like, well, she did it to Dumb Donald. The difference between the two, he was the standing president. You know what I'm saying? He was running for president. I can't remember which one it was, before or after. But, he was trying to be the leader of the free world. This is a rapper out here. Hers was more seen as more criminal. One, because of who he was as far as like running for the presidential candidacy. If he would just still been like the Dumb Donald of Celebrity Apprentice, well, nobody gave a fuck that she did that. You know what I'm saying? And it still was wrong. I didn't think that was funny when she did it either. So I damn sure don't think it's funny that he did to Pete. And I think if Pete decides to walk away from that relationship, then this will all die down. That's how I can't relate it to mental illness. People say that his bipolar disorder is the problem, or spewing out excuses for his deplorable behavior. Excuses are like answers. Everyone has one. He needs to be stopped. Stalking is never okay. I agree, Madeline. I agree. Yeah, hers was political and his was personal. That's true. That is true. Kathleen Lee Griffiths was political and his was personal. The definition of stalking, when somebody has said that they didn't feel that he was stalking them, he was antagonizing them. If you look at the legal definition of stalking, you don't have to physically be walking behind somebody to be considered stalking. It's the continued harassment where you feel like your life may be in jeopardy or in threat, or just harassing people with no real agenda in mind. That's like, let me see if I can pull it up. Y'all know I just be trying to pull shit up. Um, legal definition of stalking. I'm trying to learn how to use my doggone screen thing. Stalking. Okay, I think I could bring this up. I got to remember how to share my screen. Share screen. Yes. No, I don't want that screen shared. I want this one shared. No, no, I want that one shared. Oh, can y'all see that though? How do you do that? I forgot how I did it last time. That's a damn shame. But hit that. I want a window. Okay. Bam. And then share. So somehow along this way. All right, this is the one I want. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there, I think. I think I got too many shits open. Why is it not showing up? I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Okay, basically, I'm gonna read it because I don't know if y'all can see it or not. It says criminal stalking by law is criminal activity consisting of the repeated following and harassing of another person. Stalking is a distinctive form of criminal activity composed of a series of actions that taken eventually might constitute illegal behavior. For example, sending flowers, writing love notes, waiting for somebody outside, are not essentially a criminal activity. When these actions are coupled with an intent to instill fear, then they constitute a pattern of behavior that is illegal. Um, I think this. So by definition, I don't even know how to remove that shit now because I got that all off. How do you take that off? Remove that. Okay, I'm gonna figure this out one day. Oh, you can see it. It's so crazy. Look, I haven't figured this stream y'all thing out yet. So yeah, Kim begged him to stop suggesting violence toward Pete. He put in a text message on IG and then released that disgusting video. Stalking. Stalking. Like I said, him disguising himself as a bush hanging around her house. Stalking. Him decapitating and burying Pete, a character of Pete alive in his video. That's stalking. The things that he did to Amber, the things he did to Wiz, stalking. And there's no reason to do it. I got divorced. I even heard people try to blame it on abandonment issues. You go to this extreme, so they try to relate it to his mama died, he got abandonment issues. So you want to like cause them, instill fear into them, because your mama died, that don't make sense. That don't equate. It don't equate. Um, is Kanye actually has close proximity and access to them, which makes his behaviors threatening? Yeah, Kimmy J, like I think Monique just said that he bought a house next door to them, next door to her. I know when they first got separated, he moved into a gym, a basketball gym in a basement of Atlanta. I think that's what he did. I think he owned it or he got stock in or something like that. You have BPD and I have a friend that's too, and we both have a stalking mentality. Your ass need to be locked up then if you have a stalking mentality, point blank. But I know my limits, and it's not okay to do that, or it's no reason. That's true. See, I mean, if you, that's what I'm saying. When you have but my thing is, by you knowing that you have a stalking mentality, even though that you have BPD, if anybody don't know what that means, it's bipolar disorder. If you know that you have that and you know that you have a stalking mentality, but you know your limits, you are making a choice not to stalk people. That's what I'm saying. People are removing the fact that he is making a choice to do this. Most people that have a bipolar disorder, that have this episode, they have no control over what they're doing. They may have a blackout moment and they don't recognize what they've done until it's over. He knows clearly what he's doing. He's making jokes about it over and over again, back to back. You know what I'm saying? He knows what the hell he's doing. I think another one of my arguments, he bought a house across the street. Okay, Madeline said he bought a house across the street, not next door. Look, her, I don't know. If I was Kim, I move. You hate to be run out of a situation, but I had to move. Say, trust and believe. Monique says the moment Kim has had enough, she will use those white women tears and do what needs to be done. I just don't. I don't understand why she ain't doing it yet. I think is she letting dig herself further into a hole? Is that what she doing? I mean, I think one of my other viewers he deleted his comment. Um, he was on the side of Kanye West only because, hey Jamaica, hey, you should be studying some doggone word. What you doing up on the internet? Oh, this Friday. Is this Friday? It's Friday. Okay, you get it passed. You ain't got to. No, today's Saturday, but you ain't got to go to school tomorrow. Okay, you good. You can stay. You can stay. Um, but no, his thing was that he was in support of Kanye West's action only because he didn't like the DL was the one that was saying about it, DL Hewley. Now I have a problem with DL Hewley and a lot of the shit that he say. Sometimes he makes good points, but overall, I be thinking, shut the fuck up. I really do. And in this clip, I want to say he was on Vlad TV, and I stole the clip off of Lovely Ty's channel. I think she's waiting because Kanye will run his mouth about her family, but the more he talks, the less credibility he has. You know what? I would hope that would be the case, but it doesn't seem that way. With the exception of, I seen in the news today that they are reporting that a lot of women are being triggered by his actions. A lot of women who have been in that situation, who have been stalked. And hey, Von D Gaming in the building. Thank you. I look a mess right now. I know I do because I was asleep for like the last few hours. But you know what? I don't I don't necessarily hate him. I don't necessarily agree with him. But what he said, I think he spoke facts. So you're right. Monique said it's the first time you agree with DL in about 5 years. Um, in that little clip that I showed, it actually was mimicking what I had said a couple weeks prior when I did the PNT video. Ain't shit funny about this. And the only reason right now that somebody hasn't really did anything is because he got money. Hey Anna, how you doing? Because he got money. That's what a lot why people ain't doing nothing. I'm not sure. Well, Kendon, maybe you can explain it a little deeper. What do you think that he would say about her family that she wants to keep hidden? So you don't feel triggered at all, Jamaica? He just moving too weird for you? I think for me, because I have been in a couple situations where I had a boyfriend or ex that just wouldn't let go. That I told y'all before. I think it was my very first story time. It is my very first or my second story time that I've done. That I talked to y'all about the fact that I was kidnapped, and I was kidnapped by one of my ex boyfriend. Well, actually, was my boyfriend. Was he my ex? He was my ex at the time. And how that situation went down. And that wasn't the first time. I was like 14, and that wasn't the first time. So when I see people making light of it or joking about it, that's what triggers me. It's not that Kanye is triggering me. It's just that the people who are coming in defense of him, that's what's triggering to me because it pisses me the hell off. I think I've cussed out a lot of my doggone viewers just this week. I may have just talked stern to a few of them, but I think I cussed out more than the ones I've just talked stern to. Yeah, I was Anna. Oh my gosh. So me and the guy, we were broke up. I was 14, freshman in high school. A corrupted cat said she doesn't like that video of him decapitating Pete. That's absolutely ridiculous. And what's the reason? The only reason is to intimidate him. That's the only reason to intimidate him. That's what I'm saying. If Pete decided to walk away from that relationship, Kanye feel like he won the game over. That's what it is. This is a game to him. It's only because he's Kanye that no one's doing something. Because people have deemed him to be a genius. You can't fuck with the genius. And, all the other reasons that we don't like Kim Kardashian, for those of us that don't have some issues with her. The appropriating black culture, she's taking she's all she dating is black men. All these same reasons people are saying they cool with it. They think it's funny. Ha ha. That's what she get. That infuriates the shit out of me. You have been in a situation with harassment, but you get your point as Kanye actions himself are not too triggering. Right. It's not. I see what he doing, and I'm thinking he's a motherfucking idiot. That's what I think about it irritates me and annoys me. But the way people are capping for him or riding for him, I don't know what capping means. It's capping the lion. Y'all know I be fucked up. People riding for him. It annoys the shit out of me. It annoys me. I need to move this right here. I don't want to add it to the stream. I want to remove that. How the hell do I remove it? Stop sharing. Bam, there we go. Um, yeah, he's trying to push Pete away so he could break up with Kim, thinking he wouldn't want to deal with Kanye. And I honestly don't really think that Kanye want to be back with him. I don't. I just think he don't want nobody else. He just wants to be the catalyst that nobody else gets with him. That's the base of what it is. If it was Pete, if it was Pookie right next door, he would be doing the exact same thing. He'd be doing the exact same thing. Oh yeah, yeah. You okay? You said you remember my story. That was just that was one of the first times. Was that my first time? I'm trying to remember my ages. That was the second time. The first time was another guy. That's when I realized I could run for real. Oh my God. I was 13 then. And I literally ran from this guy's house, who I didn't know I was going to, across town nonstop. That's when I should have known I could have been a marathon runner. Nonstop. Made it to my aunt's house, was the first house I knew, dropped down in the basement, and this motherfucker was walking around like in the wooded areas behind my aunt's house around the property, trying to figure out where the fuck I was at. I have never in my life just say, bitch, I didn't breathe. Didn't breathe at all. Luckily I never saw that man again. But well, he was the man then. I was fast. He was 18, I was 13. So I was fast and he was a damn Chester. Yeah, the second guy, the one that kidnapped me, he wasn't somebody my mom knew at first. He started off as my boyfriend, but he was grown too. I was 14, he was 24. I was young and fast. He was a pervert. But yeah, he once he got with me, he started hanging around my mother and her friends. So, but he ended up being he turned out to be the brother of my cousin. I keep forgetting I have not showed y'all the movie videos when we left St. Louis. Well, my cousin that was there, her best friend, it was his brother. And I end up seeing him again later on in life because the girl Mocha that I used to be friends with when I wrote the book with, he turned out to be her cousin. But yeah, he ended up on drugs, and he probably was in a stupor at that particular time because he left me tied up in his house and went to go get high. And when his sister got home and she discovered me and helped me get out the house. And when I got home, I went home to tell my mother, and he was at the crib getting high with her. That's where he was at. And nobody did nothing. My mother said she doesn't remember. But I mean, if you was getting high and you was an addict, your memory probably not serving you best. But yeah, people who wasn't high, they didn't do shit, when my school found out that the person, because he had lied to my school and said he was my father picking me up from school. He was a fucking grown man. But he said he was my father picking me up from school. And me and my father didn't have the best relationship. So when I heard that, over the loudspeakers calling for me because my dad was here, I was like, my dad? So I got excited. And I'm coming out to the parking lot looking at him. He threw my ass in the trunk of his car and took off. And but yeah, nothing ever happened to him. And it wasn't like it wasn't that I didn't think that it wasn't like people wouldn't believe in me. People didn't care. That's what it was. You think it could be some sort of publicity stunt, but you know how celebs move from relationship to relationship. I was thinking that at first, that it was some type of publicity stunt. But the more and more things that he do, like when I saw the Bush thing, let me see if I could find it. I thought I put it up on one of my pictures before. When I saw him in the bushes, but that ain't it. I was thinking that that was a joke. I thought people was lying. I was like, this grown ass man ain't hiding in no fucking bushes. Is he? What I do with that picture? I'm gonna have to pull it up on my other phone. So I thought I still saved it. Did I screenshot it or download it or something? I don't know what the fuck I did. So when I saw that, I was like, this can't be real. Ain't no grown ass man out here in the damn bushes, hanging around her doggone house. And then when the news started reporting on it more and more, and she finally came out and talked about how disturbing it was, and I think it was one of the things that was scaring the kids. I was like, this is for real? He did this seriously? I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And then that's when I really started taking real note of what was going on. Do I still got it in my phone? I got much stuff downloaded on my phone, y'all. Okay, it ain't in downloads. Is it in screenshots? Because I used it as a thumbnail not long ago. I got so much shit in my phone. If I'm missing your comments, I apologize. But again, if you want to join in and voice your opinion on screen, you can do so. But as I said before, just be advised that if you are coming on here saying anything in defense of him and his actions, I'm probably gonna cut you the fuck out. I'm just saying. I can't find it, y'all. I don't know why I can't. Yeah, but I really didn't think it was some type of publicity stunt at first. And they say if anything, Kim is just having fun with Pete. I thought so too. I thought she was just having fun with Pete as well. But now that he's caught up in this shit, it's like she can't let him go now. Because like I said, Kanye wins. She can't let him go now. Yeah, I thought that she'd be really having fun. So, you know what? So that was one of the things that had really been bugging me. And then I don't know how many of y'all here watched Married at First Sight as well. There's a guy on the show called his name is Elijah Warren, and his wife on the show is named Katina. Now, Katina has expressed to him before that she's been verbally abused by somebody that she was with before, and his gaslighting, his manipulation of her, he has a caveman mentality. He says that he measures his wife on basically how much she cooks for him, how much she cleans for him. Pete has been very vocal about his bouts with extreme depression since his dad passed in 9/11. And Kanye is playing on that too. You see, I didn't know nothing about that. Wow. And you don't see everybody's situation is different and how they react to certain situations, how they react with their mental episodes. But I still be like, you don't see Pete around here stalking nobody. His daddy died too. You know what I'm saying? I wish people would just stop associating the two. Yes, his mama passed. Yes, he had a breakdown. He went through some mental trauma. But some things are a choice, and it's a choice what he's doing. Yeah, D'Amica, baby, this Married at First Sight. This is actually one of the two seasons that I've actually been able to get through the entire season. Usually, I watch up until the weddings or the honeymoons, and then I'm done. I don't want to deal with nothing else. Last season, I forced myself to watch it all the way through, but I did so after the show went off, and this time I'm trying to keep up with it. But this brother right here, him and the girl named Melissa that was on the show, something about these two people make me want to jump to the screen and physically hurt them, and I don't know them. It's like, how can you be so upset with somebody you don't even doggone know? But he talks about that girl in such a way. Yeah, you didn't know. Oh, you said you didn't know that Kanye needs to stop. He not. I just don't think he is. Like I said, until what Jamaica say, until she finally get tired enough that she use her white woman tears, is what she called it. Yeah. Until she get, I think she's allowing him to really just put his foot in his mouth at this point, and she'll have a case built up so tough against him that when she does decide to press charges. I mean, he's making it public. Like when you think about the average everyday person and they're being stalked or they're being abused or what have you, and they go to authorities to report it, the first thing to say, well, did you report it before? We ain't got no proof of that. Ain't no pattern or no history that we can go with, so they don't get any type of help on the legal end. He is constantly putting out there repeatedly everything that he's doing. It's staying in the news. It's staying in the news. I think they building a case against him. I really do. Right? You say your mom passed and you still not acting in the case. You hear me? You might have did it at the funeral. You might have wild at the funeral. You might want to crawl over into the, you know how we do as black people. We crawl over into doggone in the cemetery in the plot hole. We climb over in there. And yeah, Justin, you had that. You had your mom pass. I haven't lost a parent. My uncle was the closest thing to me that I have lost. Oh, my godmother passed. Let me tell you, my godmother was my everything. I was only 16 when she passed. I think that's my last big great heartache. Um, when she passed, though, I disconnected from everything. I swear to you, I did not cry for 7 years. It was like, what am I crying? I was so emotionless. I didn't cry for 7 years after she passed away. But that's what took me out of church is when she passed, because I was like, I blamed God for everything. I was like, that was the only prayer that I had asked for was to keep her alive just for a little while longer because I wanted her to see me graduate from high school. That was my whole thing. Let her make it to that. I graduated from high school, and she died when I was 16. So I was like, oh, I was mad at God, baby. Ooh wee. Y'all see how I cuss now? I cussed him out at 16. I stopped believing in him. I stopped going to church. You couldn't tell me shit about God, about Jesus, about the Lord, about the Father, Savior, the Holy Ghost. You couldn't tell me nothing about them. I was like, fuck them and feed them grits. I remember that. It was just like a really low period in my life. And although that I can be very violent against people physically, it doesn't have anything to do with that grief. Like I said, usually for most people, that just because by me having mental disorders, I try to research on it because I'm not doing therapy. I'm not doing the type of therapy they want me to do. They want me to be medicated. I refuse to be medicated. So I go through psychotherapists and things like that. So I try to research on my own. Like I literally order textbooks from textbook.com about my mental health and stuff like that. Just so I can have an understanding of what the hell I may experience and going through. So yeah, some things just don't make sense to me. They don't add up. You say Anna say, no, that was Justin. Just say you turned the alcohol really bad after your mom passed. So like in the past couple years, we have Justin. You lost your mom. Jamaica said she lost her mom. Anna said, was it both parents, Anna? That you said you had lost? Yeah, in the past 2 years. In the past 2 years. So like I said, I haven't experienced that. And y'all know, like those of y'all who are on this channel, y'all know I have like a really tumultuous relationship with my mother. That's one of the things that I've always worried about. Is like the fact that we had so much tension and turmoil that if something should happen to her, what the fuck am I gonna feel like? Like, how am I gonna react to this? Am I gonna go back into that cold heart state? And I think like all those feelings and emotions that I was having at that particular time, that I wasn't diagnosed with all my conditions at this time, but I think all that trauma, all that grief helped exasperate my mental condition. It was kind of like a catch-22. It was, see if it makes sense. Like I always say, I'm not sure if I'm depressed because I was fat, because I had gained a lot of weight too. I was like, I ain't sure if I'm depressed because I'm fat or if I'm fat because I'm depressed. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I was feeling about my mental condition along with my grief. I wasn't sure at that time if my grief was triggering my mental episodes or if my episodes were the reason that I was staying locked in grief so long. Okay, so you said your dad passed in April 2020. I remember your mom last September, but I didn't know about your dad, Anna. And Corrupt the Cat said, you sound like me. I don't take no meds. Oh, you don't go to therapy either. Um, you know what you need. I've been wrongly diagnosed by a doctor, and taking meds is not what I need. I feel you. Yeah, I don't want to take medication at all. At all. Jamaica says that I agree. I was prescribed meds but didn't want to take them. The reason why I did, because I don't, anybody heard this on medication for any type of mental illness, just like Monique saying, they will push pills before they push anything else. Um, but what made me not want to take them, by me being a veteran, they give you classes on the medicines that you're taking, on the medicines that you're being prescribed. And one of the medicines they told me that if I miss a dose, I could backtrack real quick. So like I could be real calm and mellow. It's gonna really mellow you out. It's basically gonna be high. That's what you're gonna be. Gonna really mellow you out. But if you miss it, you can go to the extreme that quick, just by missing one dose. And some of the side effects. You can have a loss of motor skills. You can have drooling. You can have tremors. I was like, oh, hell no. I ain't taking none of this stuff. I was 24 when I got diagnosed. I was pregnant with my daughter. I'm like, I'm not taking shit. Y'all gonna have to figure out some kind of way. I ain't doing it. So when I found out that psychologists didn't prescribe medications, I figured I wanted to go to a psychologist instead of a psychiatrist. They do the exact same thing. Psychiatrists just prescribe medications. Psychologists don't. You take meds and you went years to therapy before you finally took them. I've been in therapy since 1996, y'all. And it wasn't until I moved here in 2018 and with this therapist that I have now that I actually felt that therapy started working. That's why when I be watching these reality TV shows and they be like, I've done the work, I've talked to a therapist. My brain, y'all know I'm judgmental as fuck. I acknowledge that I'm judgmental, but my brain be thinking, what work did you do? Because when you have a condition, like when you're really heartbroken or going through some grief or going through some real trauma, especially childhood trauma that you take into adulthood, going to therapy one time, going to therapy 1 year ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna fix it. This is like a lifelong journey that you have to have somebody constantly in your corner. Whether you're going to a paid psychologist, whether you're going to a social worker or a counselor at your church, whatever. This is something that you want to continue, a friend to lean on that is going to give you some sound advice. This is something that you have to go through every day. Just like, yeah, I went to therapy, I did the work. I be thinking, fuck you, you ain't did shit. That's what my brain be thinking. So yeah, I be really judgmental about all that. Okay, let me go back for a second. Jamaica said you against meds right now. I'm against meds right now, birth control, antidepressants, and notice a huge difference since you stopped. I stopped taking birth control and how old is my daughter? She's born in 98. I started taking birth control in 1993. And I stopped taking it though because it was taking my hair out. Y'all see I got thick, I can't figure out what the hell to do with my damn hair right now. My hair thick as hell. My shit was so thin. I had bald patches in the back and it was wiry. It wouldn't hold any volume. I was like, something wrong. Every time I would take one, I would have abnormal bleeding. I would get the shits. And the doctor was like, well, your body got to get used to it. Give it 3 months. I was like, boy, bye. Whatever. I was one of the people that's like, I didn't want to use condoms because I was allergic to the latex. Come to find out, I ain't allergic to no damn latex. What I'm allergic to is the medicine that they put in the spermicidal condoms, the spermicidal medicine that kills the sperm. That's what I'm allergic to. I ain't allergic to the damn latex. So I can give me another damn condom, find me some other damn lubricant, and we work it out that way. But no, I couldn't. I had to stop with the birth control. I had to gain weight, everything. I tried everything. I tried the pill. I tried the Depo-Vera shot. What else? She gave me that little NuvaRing. Oh, that NuvaRing tore me up. Oh, child, that NuvaRing tore me up. Let me go back. I'm trying to get everybody comments here. Yeah, Shay. I couldn't take those medicines. Well, they gave me that class, and with a lot of people out here who's not veterans, who don't have that access, they don't know what the hell they're taking. They just pumping medicine in them because it's a quick fix. The doctors getting paid off of for insurance companies for prescribing the medication. They don't even know the shit work. They practicing medicine on you. Yeah, they push pills for all kind of conditions, and there's so many things I heard. Like y'all know, with my line, I use a lot of herbs. I use a lot of flowers. Just like coming up with this line, I'm doing a lot of research. I told you I order textbooks, so I order aromatherapy textbooks. I order natural therapy textbooks just so I can have an understanding of how these plants and these herbs and everything work. Half of this shit, I can make a good ass concoction that can help you with your anxiety. But I'm not FDA approved, so I can't like really promote that I got that. I have to promote it in some kind of little fancy way. But there's a lot of things that some people need medication. Some people do. Some people need to be completely brought down, and mellowed out. They are erratic. They live in episodes. I have episodes. But I'm at the point now, just from like all my research and like I talk to my doctors, but I research the hell out of shit. I just don't use like WebMD or Healthline, but I do look at them too. But I mean, I got medical books here. I do. When I find like, if you drive around town and you see like, hey, you want to sign up for this study, and be a participant in this study, I research the company who is doing the study and research the study so I can find out like the different effects that happen. I research the shit out of shit. That's why I be saying I ain't got no time to do stuff, because I be on my book thing. I be on my book game. But yeah, it's so much stuff that just be going on. See, already, yeah, anti-birth control all day long. Corrupt the Cat said the meds does worse than the actual problem. The side effects are ridiculous. You pass out, get dizzy. You have BPD-1. I forgot the type of schizophrenia you have. DID. What is DID? I don't know what DID is. At least I don't know the acronym. ADHD and trauma you experienced as a kid. Monique said you never taken birth control, never been pregnant, and have had a whole lot of shit. Or had a whole lot of sex. It's not necessary. Monique on this, she be having that dude doing that pull-out game, baby. Condom Connie. I love it. I'm condom, yes. Not going down unless I have one. I'm one quick too. Look, I can do some tricks with a condom in my mouth. I ain't even going down on you without one. Trust to believe that we're gonna have some saran wrap, something going on. Break out a doggone Ziploc bag on your ass. Anyway, Naloxone, that's what it's called, Anna. Naloxone 9. That gave me the worst infections ever. And for years, I thought I was allergic to condoms. For years, and it wasn't the condom itself. It was the Naloxone 9. Yeah, a huge difference with your body when you come off of the doggone pills. You said the IUD grew your fibroids. Oh shit! To the point that it was sliding out. Now y'all know I just went through having an IUD put in, right? And I bled for 3 months straight, and the doctors kept trying to convince me that everything was fine or to slow down. They put the IUD in to help control the bleeding, but I bled every day. I was like, what the fuck? This don't make sense. And she was like, oh, you got to go through this first. I was like, no, hold on a second, y'all. I was like, that's not what you said. You said we're gonna do this IUD so that way I would not bleed. And now I'm bleeding. And then I wasn't supposed to like stop bleeding. I was supposed to just reduce the amount. Then come to find out she's trying to stop my period altogether. I told y'all, I'm scared to death. And I know I got a twisted way of thinking. This is no twisted life of TV. I got a twisted way of thinking. Once my period stopped, that's when I know I'm getting older. So I'm not one of the people that want my period to stop. I know that's strange. I know that's crazy, but that's just how this is related. This associative identity is though. Like, oh wow, I don't know what that is. 3 months straight, Jamaica. That was what, September 13th, they put the IUD in. And it took me to December, keep cussing out doctors at the VA for them to remove it. Once I removed it, my not only on my periods back to normal, I bleed less than I did in the first place. Because I was going a full 7 days. Now I go 5 now. But yeah, 3 months straight, nonstop. I was so fucking tired. I was anemic. And like since I had the IUD taken out, they retested my blood a couple weeks ago. Not anemic no more. I was like, duh, I ain't bleeding every fucking day. It was a mess. I was so mad. Yeah, that NuvaRing. Oh my God, that was just tragic. The NuvaRing, the depot shot. I got the depot shot when I was pregnant with Keena. So everything that was happening to me was happening to her because I was breastfeeding her. So I was pumping all that all the medicines into my baby, and her hair was falling out. She had patchy skin. We was a mess. We was blessed. It was a mess. DID is multiple personalities, basically. Okay, if you don't mind me asking, Corrupt the Cat, why don't you want to at least go to therapy? I know you said you don't do therapy or medications. You said you I know you said you know what you need, but what exactly does that mean? What is it that you think that you could do for yourself that somebody who has the at least training to actually help you recognize triggers and help you, just help you why you won't talk to a therapist. I'm gonna tell you why I wouldn't talk to one at first, even though I had been going to one since 1996. I didn't like their condescending ass tones. I didn't like to be generalized. If I'm here talking to you, I didn't want you to be talking to me like I'm a kid. I hate to feel like I'm being patronized. Is that the one? Pacified, pacified. I hate that feeling. And then what I found with my new doctor, even though she is probably one of the best ones that I've had, what I found with her though, talking about the things that I didn't even realize was triggers at first. Talking with them triggers me. And it's such a weird thing. Like just having a conversation with my therapist triggers me. So I get anxiety. I go into full blown anxiety attacks before I even go in to speak with her. If I don't go into it, have an anxiety attack, I am in defense mode. Like I need to protect myself because I'm like, she gonna make me feel shit and I ain't ready to feel that day. So it took me a long time to get comfortable enough with somebody that I wanted to even have a conversation. And I think it's weird. What made me comfortable with this lady is that I don't even know how to get that off screen. What made me comfortable with this lady is I went to her office and I saw a deck of tarot cards in her medicine bag. And for some reason, I felt that me and her could relate because a lot of times you don't see medical professionals um, believe in things like tarot or chakras or something like that. So I felt that because I was on a different path as far as like mental processes, and then I use tarot all the time. I was like, she could probably relate and understand me. Like I know most of my friends, they out here looking for a black therapist. She is not a black therapist. But I was like, this is probably one of the first people that's a therapist period that I've talked to since 1996, 96 to 2018, that I can relate to like 100%. Not 100. Let me take that back. I'm gonna say 95 because I know there are still things that I experience as a black woman that I don't feel comfortable talking to her about. I don't even, and she may have some type of understanding. I don't even bring them up to her because I'll be like, my brain is telling me she don't know this. She don't know what I'm talking about. You say your insurance won't pay for the therapy you need. Yeah, you need a psychotherapist rather than ordinary counseling. That's okay. Justin, you say you trying to get a new therapist too. Um, you can get therapists based on your preferences, like gender, race, and whatever you prefer. Through the VA, we don't have that many choices. That's the problem, Jamaica. We don't have that many choices through the VA. There's there's absolutely zero black therapists or psychiatrists in the Orlando VA. They have like 4 or 5 different facilities. No, we get some counselors, yeah, but the psychologists and the psychotherapists or the psychiatrists, no, we don't have those options. I find that men make me want to cut their throat. So, because men seem to have the approach to me at least for me, they are the first ones to try to suggest medicines. They don't seem like they actually listen to you. I don't think I've had a male therapist that even made eye contact with me, and that pissed me off too. Yeah, at least in Orlando, it's real limited here. Um, I had like a guy. I guess he went through a bunch of questions with me to try to figure out where I was at before they placed me with the psychologist. He was Latino, and he identified as an Afro Latino. That's about the closest thing. Like if I looked at him, I wouldn't have thought he was Afro Latino, but he identified as an Afro Latino. So he was like, that was it. But he wasn't the therapist. You had so many black therapists and they were shit. They act like they were homegirls. Ooh, I hate that too. Rather than wanting to help me. So at this point, I don't care if they white, black, or blue, just help me. I hate that too. I hate, like, you were supposed to be a professional. I understand. I want to be comfortable with you. I want to feel like I can relate to you, but you're not my homegirl. You know what I'm saying? we not friends like that. You're saying, I just, yeah, I totally understand that. I totally understand it. So like, but I'm sorry. I know Corrupted Cat listed her conditions. See if I can list mine. I can't remember what I was on my damn sheet. Um, Bipolar disorder, manic depressive with homicidal tendencies, mood disorder, PTSD. It's two more things on my sheet. I don't remember what the other two things are. I don't remember what they're titled. There's two more things on my sheet, and like I'm at the point that I get a disability check for my mental disorder. Um, so yeah, so yours is black, but you kept it very professional. You could, I can go to a man. I tried them because first I was like I was open. I try anybody. Let me give me anybody. You had a black therapist and she was great. I loved her. She introduced me to meditation. Why you didn't stick with her, Justin? Um, was it insurance type of thing like Corrupted Cat was saying? You've had intrusive thoughts which causes me to want to be homicidal. If you could elaborate on your intrusive thoughts a little bit, let me know. My homicidal tendencies are, I don't like when I if you go to therapy, if you've been to therapy, a lot of times we come in and ask you, how you feeling today, how you felt in the last couple of weeks, have you had any thoughts of harming yourself? I'm like, no. Have you had any thoughts of harming others? And my answer is usually no, except for when I do. But my answer is usually no. I don't have thoughts of harming people. I don't think about it. I don't contemplate it. When my episodes happen, I react. So it's not that, it could be anything could happen in the moment, and then I just react, and I react to the point where somebody's life is in danger. So I don't. So when they ask me that question, you have thoughts of killing anybody? I'm like, I ain't think about shit. And I think that's my problem. That's what, when I was talking about Kanye, I was like, a lot of times when people are in a state of mental illness where they doing extreme shit like that, it's usually because they don't have any awareness of what they're doing in most cases. Oh, COVID happened and she didn't have office. You should have tried to see if you could do like we're doing now, StreamYard, something like that. That's what a lot of therapists are doing too. Like my therapist, she has autoimmune disease. So she couldn't, yeah, telehealth, that's what it was. So she couldn't see me. But she tried to do virtual meetings with me, like telehealth. My problem with telehealth is that at the time that she could do virtual, I'm at work. And the job that I do, because I wasn't physically going into a facility for medical care, they wouldn't give me time off for a telehealth appointment. So I couldn't take the day off work, because when I take off to go to an appointment, I have to take the whole day. I can't take a half day and say I'm gonna come back later or leave early. It's either I'm gonna be at work or I'm not. So taking the day off for telehealth, do virtual appointments. Yeah, I wasn't able to do that. But yeah, I would check with her, Justin, especially if it's somebody that you were comfortable with. I'll reach out again, see if they could offer you that. But yeah, my therapist, because of her autoimmune disease, she couldn't have any people around her when COVID happened. She don't want, like, if I came into her office and I'm sniffling for whatever reason, hay fever, she would tell me to go back home and she'd call me. She don't even want to put herself in that position. Say go to it, it helps because someone knows their ish. I missed something. Yeah, a lot of therapy right now is still not in session. I missed something. Oh, Monique was saying that she was talking to Corrupt the Cat and was saying that she had never been to therapy, but always thought that if she go, she would not want a black person for that reason. Thank you for partially confirming. Yo, yeah. Um, the chat wouldn't let me fully explain. Would you like me to DM or just shorten it? Oh, I missed your chat. Shit. Um, it says I can do. Oh, it says I can do private chats. Let's see. Oh no, I can't do private chat. I missed something. Let me go back. Let me go back to the comments. Oh no. Oh wait a minute. Hold on. I do have my phone right here. So if you want to DM me, you can. I forgot I got my phone right here. Oh, somebody sent me a message. Who the hell are you? Okay, I don't know who you are. Okay. Yeah, Justin. She said, and I know she said she will recommend somebody else. Oh, that's messed up. Yeah, especially when you find somebody that you really working with. And like when I met this lady, I told y'all when I was talking about leaving Florida, I was like, I will fly back to Florida once a month just so I could keep her until I find somebody I'm comfortable with wherever I move to. Like I think my therapist is that good. Mm. My throat's dry. I'm sorry. My throat's dry. I'm dehydrated. Ever since I had C19, I stayed dehydrated. Okay, how much water I drink, I just feel thirsty all the time. Oh, but like for this whole week though, I think I have been like I've been not necessarily having an episode of any sort, but I've been like on the verge. I can see myself like anybody can say anything. The wind can blow funny, and it would set me off. Especially like dealing with like my house and everything. And then I was telling Keena today, like right now we got a roof over our head. Why does I always feel like I drip water down my chest? Like why is something always shining on my chest? I, we got a roof over our head. You know the people here are nice. The people upstairs loud as fuck. But other than that, um, the place is cool. But this don't feel like home for me. So like I get here and I like instantly get depressed. I don't know what it is. Maybe because I still have like boxes all over the living room. It's boxes lined up all on my wall. However, all these boxes is like supplies for the business and everything. But I don't know. It just don't feel like it still don't feel like home. So it's like I know I still need to move on. Excessive thirst can come with pre-diabetes or diabetes. I know that I told you I was diagnosed as pre-diabetic um before, and my numbers had gotten higher. But when I had C19, my numbers were through the roof. It was like so I understand. I kind of got a clear picture of why people with diabetes and blood pressure were at high risk with C19. My numbers went through the roof. Like when I hit 104 on my glucose, I was stressing. 104 ain't bad. I was stressing the hell out. And so my numbers had got to be like I was reaching like 130, 140 on my finger stick test. That's high for me because I was normally like 94. That was my normal readings. And like mine shot up, you know. You say yours was a 505. Oh shit. You was almost in a diabetic coma. Oh, I think my highest. Oh, I got it on my phone. Because I got an app on my phone that I measure out my stick test. But I knew that I was going towards the diabetic stage, even when my numbers were still like fairly low. Let's see, my highest one was when I had the C19. That was January. My highest one was 235. But within an hour, it had dropped down to 153. And then 3 hours later, it was down to 140. So I don't know what was going on with me that day, but it was it. It was a rough. It was one of my rough days. Yeah, 505 is high as hell. 505 is high. But my thing is like when I was once I hit 104, like I say they had already said, okay, you on the verge of pre-diabetes, and that's because diabetes runs on both sides of my family. Mama's side, actually, I don't know about my daddy's side, but if he was my daddy, on that side too. Okay, so it runs pretty high. So once I started getting around 120, 130, I was like, girl, something ain't right. That's still half of me. That may seem low for some people, but that's half of me. And that started being my fasting stick test. That used to be my after meal. Now it's like I wake up in the morning and I do a stick test and I'm already at 140 and I ain't ate shit all night. I was like, so ain't right. But when I started doing the A1C, when that number started shooting up, when I was at 104 on my A1C, when I was like 94, when I was my normal around that range, my A1C was probably like 5.2, something like that. And right now it's at, I think 7.7. It was higher back when I had C19. And since I retested it, it's went down. But yeah, it's too much. That's what my uncle that passed, he had got diabetes. He started getting fluid build up around his heart. He had neuropathy. I think he had to have his foot amputated. You know, I don't want none of that stuff. I just don't want to go through any of those type of things. So your mom's next to last chemo sent her glucose sky high. It sucked all around, as also didn't stop the cancer girl. I'm so sorry to hear that, Anna. That just makes me sad. It makes me mad actually to hear that. Like you going, because I heard chemo is hard on the body, and for it to not to have any type of effect on the cancer growth at all, um, it's crazy, crazy. And like, okay, I think I told y'all last year, Keena got diagnosed with skin cancer. I think I told y'all that. I'm telling y'all now if I didn't tell y'all. And um, it's weird because the girl don't go out the house. She had been, what's the word, quarantining ever since COVID started. So she hadn't been up nowhere, like nowhere. And so she ain't hanging out in the sun, without sunscreen on. She in the crib. And before COVID, she wasn't really going nowhere. And she contracted skin cancer. Um, and like I say, I'm reading all these books on aromatherapy and how to use herbs and plants as medicine and stuff like that. So I found that black seed oil, um, black seed oil, I had neem oil and black pepper oil. Though that these things have been rumored to help slow down cancer growth, which was she was the doctor said that she had melanoma. That's what it was. It was a melanoma, and the thing was when she moved here, she had a mole. We got moles all over the place, as y'all can see. She had a mole on her arm. She had that mole for a long time since she was real young. But once she got here in Florida, it started growing. And like Kena's she paid attention to her body. So she started taking pictures of it. And then after a while, she was like, you know what, this is really starting to bug me because now it's irritating me. So let's go get it checked out. And when we went there, the doctor was like, oh, I don't think that's going to be nothing. It's probably, it don't even look like it's, has any type of growth. It's probably benign. And then she got the biopsy done and got tested. And she was like, oh no, it's serious. So, but the mixture of stuff that I had started reading, the black seed oil, the black pepper oil, and the neem oil, I had mixed a little concoction together, and I just started rubbing it on her just in case. I didn't know if it was gonna work or not, but like I say, the research shows that it's supposed to help slow down cancer growth. So when she went back to get tested again, they was like she was clear. I was like, I don't know if that shit really worked, but I'm gonna say it did because we didn't do nothing else. We didn't do anything else from the time they did that biopsy. We had to wait so many days before she came back, and they tested it again. And that's the only thing we did was rub that shit on her. That's all we did. And yeah, Justin, you said this with your grandma. She had diabetes too. Um, your grandpa's sister passed away from it. Your mother had breast cancer. Ooh, for 5 years. They had liver cancer. Oh, it spread out to her brain. Oh, that had to be painful. Okay, so corrupted. Cat just sent me the DM. Goes down in the DM. Um. Oh, okay, okay. So intrusive thoughts are mostly unwanted thoughts that are merely triggered by stress, anxiety, PTSD. Basically, your trigger moments or moments that angers you. They're repetitive and can be violent or sometimes alarming. Oh, okay. I guess I experienced that. I just didn't know what it was called. Yeah, that's I cannot even imagine, Justin. I couldn't even imagine. Um, like my great grandmother, she went into diabetic shock. I think her numbers were like 800 or something. And she wasn't obese. She wasn't overweight. She wasn't obese. Like I said, a lot of times people want to blame solely diabetes just on being obesity, but sometimes it is genetic. Like she was a very fit woman, and she still had diabetes. So I know that I have a high risk of it from both ends. I can have it genetically or just because of my ass fat right now. So yeah, I'm trying to like control the fatness, but it still is no guarantee that because my numbers started shooting up when I was my healthiest, when I was out there running marathons and eating right. That's when my numbers started shooting up. My A1C started going up. So I was like, yeah, maybe going through the same shit that my great grandmother went through because, like I said, she was healthy as a horse until she wasn't, and diabetes just like took her out. I have never. I have friends that have told me that they went through cancer situations, and most of them are like back in St. Louis right now. But I've never had to go through that experience with someone that had cancer. So I couldn't even imagine how it feels to watch them, literally waste away in front of you. I don't know. I couldn't imagine. I just sending my love, my thoughts, you know what I'm saying? Um, so you have cancer. So cancer may be something that's just like, is cancer genetic too? I don't know. Can cancer be genetic? I gotta be trying to research. Genetic. Genetically inherited. Oh, it said it is. Wow. Hmm. I'm gonna have to come back to that. So cancer can be hereditary, be genetic. It's like when you hear of Supergirl runners that drop dead of heart attack before they're 35. Like, yes, like why? And most of the times, Anna, when those situations happen, is because they have an enlarged heart. And I've had that issue that the cartilage around my heart would swell up. It'd be at a point where my chest would be sitting on her. And it was like when I was running. When I felt I was the most healthiest, like go get checked out and everything. So I wondered if that's why my doctors now is like, you can't run. I think I told y'all that, right? I be talking so much sometimes. Y'all don't realize, I don't even know y'all realize, I record traveling talks. I record videos all the time that y'all just never see. So sometimes I don't be knowing if y'all ever actually said it to y'all or I just said it in the video. But my doctor told me that I could not work out other than going to a pool. And I got my swimsuit. I still ain't been to the pool yet. Because the pool open at 8, and that's usually where I'm at work. Um, so I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna go when I get off. When I get out of work, it's like 1,000 kids in the damn pool, and I'll be thinking, one of them kids gonna pee in the pool. So I don't, I ain't went yet. I'm gonna try to go tomorrow morning because on Sundays I'm off. Every Sunday it has rained, so I haven't went yet. So maybe tomorrow might be good. I can go to the pool. Corrupted can't say if diabetes came from all the carbs and the love of juice and other sugary stuff. Your grandmother died from her BS dropping and bumping her head. So you just love sugar. Girl, I love sugar too. Oh, I hate to say it, I am addicted to sugar because sugar is a drug. Your mom had pancreatic cancer and it was one of the most aggressive ones. Ooh, child. You know what was crazy, Jamaica? I did not know women could get pancreatic cancer at first. I did a pancreatic cancer run a few years ago, and that's when I found out. But for a long time, I don't know why I just didn't think that women can get pancreatic cancer. I didn't think that women can get prostate cancer. It was just like I didn't think that men can get breast cancer, and they can. I was just so clueless to it, especially not having somebody who has went through it to experience it. But I'm trying to research and trying to get some understanding. Say he had an 8-year-old son. His mom passed away from cancer the year before. Very athletic, had really bad diabetes. Mm. Yeah, that's why they ask you for your family history so they can know what to do. And my problem is, I still have not told nobody this. I don't know if my brother watching this stream or not. I don't know my daddy's history. Put it that way. I'm gonna put it that way. I don't know. I don't know his history. I don't know his background for me to know. Yeah, you never heard of it until your mom had it. Humans are what sugar is cocaine. Sugar is sweet cocaine. That's what I like to call it. It spikes up your heart rate, and then as soon as it wears off, you have a drop. You have a crash moment, just like cocaine, just like a drug. Sugar is addictive, and I love the taste of it. I hate to say it. I try to cut back on it. I don't know if I would ever cut it out for real, completely 100%. Only thing I'm doing now is I'm trying to make sure I don't add sugar myself. Because like trying to find things that I like to eat that don't have the sucralose in it is very hard. I try to give me some what's that bread? Artisan bread, artesian bread, because it's not made with sucralose sugar. The nastiest shit. Oh, that was nasty. It had a powdery taste like cardboard. And I know, like, I think over in England, a lot of their breads is not made with sugar. I could not do it. Mm. So I'm trying not to add those. So, like, back in the day when I was younger, we used to make them syrup sandwiches or them sugar sandwiches. I'm trying not to make those no more. Hey, Keisha, man. Hey. You said you just had a couple donuts. Lord knows. Somebody today brought some donuts to work. Don't put no glazed donuts in front of me. Don't put no glazed donuts. And like this, when you have one, you can't stop. Woo! Say, Corrupt the Cat say she a full blown addict when it comes to sugar. It's just it's Anna. Do you like? Because I know you're vegan right now, vegetarian or vegetarian. Do you eat sweets? Because a lot of times when people go vegetarian or vegan, they cut sweets out. Uh, Buttercream with sugar, like when you're making cookies, is crack. Ooh, girl, don't talk to me about no buttercream, especially on some cake. Give me some buttercream icing. Oh, I have an addiction to sugar. I do. I have addiction to sugar. So that's why it's hard for you to lose weight because you love sweets. I be trying to figure out workarounds for it. So Justin said your mom had to get your left breast removed. Your auntie did as well. Oh, so yeah, y'all got breast cancer running through your bloodlines. That's hard. Yeah, it's sugar. It's a hard trying to find a substitute. I am not a fan of the way honey tastes. I feel like I'm from St. Louis. Most Midwest people, we add sugar to our spaghetti. I could add honey to my spaghetti in place of the sugar. So that's one substitute I have. But I ain't gonna put no honey. I ain't no Kool-Aid in a long time. But y'all have been craving Kool-Aid for about 3 months now. I haven't had Kool-Aid in almost 10 years. I have been craving Kool-Aid. But you ain't gonna find me putting no honey in there. I don't like that stevia stuff. It has like a powdery after. I don't like that. And then there's something else that I think people said agar. Is that sugar? I don't know. Okay, you're vegan. You have something desserty every day. You use fake butter. I ain't even do the fake butter. We had the discussion before about that fake butter. Somebody recommended it to me. I know it wasn't you, Anna, but somebody on the channel recommended to me fake butter when I was doing one of the cooking streams, and I bought a little tub of it. I wanted to fight you. I wanted to fight you. I hate that butter. You eat dark chocolate. I can't. I'm a milk chocolate girl, but they say dark chocolate is best for you. Frozen banana berry smoothies. Now I could do me a smoothie. I love fruit. I love frozen drinks or like a smoothie, a icy, Italian ice. I I love anything. I like those. But yeah, you had Kool Aid 2 hours ago. Yeah, why you gonna brag? Why you gonna brag about that though? That's just saying. Oh, Jamaica, you still drinking Pepsi? I have not had Pepsi in hellas. Oh, I want to say when I get married. I got married 1990. My daughter was born in 98. I got married in 93. I haven't had Pepsi since 94. I could try 1994. I don't remember what happened, but that was the year I decided to cut out corn syrup and a lot of dark sodas like Pepsi, Coke. You know, they have added corn syrup to it. So I was like, I'm not going to drink any dark sodas. So that's why, like, when I drink a soda now, it's Sprite. Except the other day we had that fancy orange that is crack. That is crack. I told y'all we had that fancy orange and Keenan heart rate just went through the roof. I put that shit in the sink. No, ma'am. I don't know if it was the caffeine in it or they got crack in that soda, but I wasn't finna drink it. Oh, monk fruit extract is tolerable, but it's expensive. Monk fruit. I've heard of that before. Agave. Okay, that was the other name of the one I teacher man said agave, but sugar alternatives are still pretty bad for you. Are they? Okay, see, let me just go and stick with the sugar then. If they bad and I'm already getting bad, let me stick with what I actually like to taste then. Good looking out, Keisha. Good looking out. You use my Eco's oat milk butter. You know what I find a lot of things, like almond milk, things like that. Um, it tastes too nutty or too oatmeal-y. Things and my brain don't be looking for that flavor, so it's hard for me to like. It's hard for me to my dairy. I haven't kicked it all. I am still a whole milk girl. Actually, you know what? I've been drinking 2% milk for about 15, 20 years. But I like milk. I'm one of them weird people that will actually go get a glass of milk. My friends try to throw me off like, girl, you ain't doing nothing but eating cow puss. I don't care. I like milk. I do. Don't let me get some chocolate milk too. I would down some chocolate milk. Um, there are lots of good vegan YouTubers for all food tastes. I wanted to find it was a vegan soul food channel that I was watching before. I don't know what I did with the link because they was making some vegan mac and cheese. I wanted to try it and see if I liked it because I went to a vegan restaurant back in St. Louis. They had vegan mac and cheese and that was fire. And he said he made it with cashew nuts, the cheese, and I didn't take it didn't taste like cashews. So I wanted to try it, see if I can. But a lot of times, what I see is like a lot of the vegan YouTubers that I've found, they are trying to make dishes that taste like chicken. That I'm like, if I wanted it to taste like chicken, I'll just eat some chicken. That's my brain. So, yeah. And then I'm not like good on mushrooms and tofu and or cauliflower. Cauliflower so bad. Ain't nothing in the world that y'all can do to make cauliflower taste like chicken to me. I know they say they can. That's just the sauce. Okay. Corrupt Cat say her favorite is cherry coke and Mountain Dew. Oh hell no, those too strong for me, girl. You just got a strong stomach right there. Um, you don't eat meat as much any day. Yeah, I'm a meat eater, as y'all can see. I'm a meat eater. I don't eat pork. I haven't ate pork in 22 years. I haven't ate pork. I don't eat shellfish, so like crab and lobster and shrimp. I don't eat that. But I eat a lot of river fish, which ain't the best thing either. Freshwater fish, I eat that. Love me some turkey. I love me steak and I love me a good T-bone porterhouse steak. I'm a steak girl. I try to cut back on how much red meat I'm eating, but Jack Tripper say cow milk is gross food. I like to me some cow's milk. I do. I like to me some cow's milk. If I ever had to go milk a cow for real, I probably would never drink it. That's why I want to try goat's milk because I milked a goat before back on the farm back in St. Louis. So I probably never drink goat's milk. See, corrupt the cat, 2% milk. I'm saying, we here. Sweet potato soul. It ain't Tabitha. For some reason, I've tried Tabitha's recipes and I don't like them. I don't know where her taste buds going, but it don't taste good to me. Okay, yeah, I know Anna be. If y'all on Anna's Instagram, she be posting up pictures of her food. Her food be looking like artwork. I be like, oh, that look good. Do I keep kosher? He said he wants some oxtails. How you just gonna throw that out there, Justin, that you want some oxtails? Yeah, that's the only meat that you can eat faithfully is a steak. Oh, ooh, yes. I love me steak. I'm trying to cut back on my red meat. But for the most part, once a week we eat steak. I know, like I was photo dumping on Instagram. It's a whole lot of steaks in them pictures. Once a week though, I eat a steak. If I don't eat the steak during the week, I will cook a roast on Sunday. But the rest of the week, I don't eat red meat. I don't even really eat a lot of chicken. I don't eat a lot of chicken. I eat a lot of turkey more than anything. I eat a lot of turkey. Like my shepherd's pie recipe is turkey. My burgers, turkey. My Salisbury steak, that's ground turkey. I use a lot of turkey. So you just finished dinner. Butternut squash chili and cornbread. Oh, you eat entire cornbread. See, look, and a cornbread too. I gotta add some sweetness. I gotta add sugar or honey. Oh, some honey cornbread. So far. But I love cornbread and chili. Oh, you don't eat that much steak. Say steak is high. This you gotta splurge. Publix. I go to Publix. I go find one pack because Publix for some reason don't do thin cut meat. They steaks. I don't know what the people in Florida do, but all their steaks is like 1.5 inches thick. So I'll be going to the butcher like, can you cut this in half? And I get me like 2 steaks out of that one for the same price of that one. Thin cuts. I do thin cuts. That's it. I should cook some turkey wings. Nah. Mm-mm. Turkey wings too big for me. Turkey wings too big for me. I do a turkey leg that I used to get from Six Flags. Anna Swirl. I think that's her name. Is it 2 N's, Anna? I don't know. It's 2 N's. I'm on Instagram right now. Is that your Instagram or your Twitter? Anna be having me all motivated. Yep, that's it. Anna be having me all motivated. She be on her working out. She be having the good looking food on her. And then I'll be like, that look good. And then I go eat a steak. I ain't doing no turkey wings, Justin. Turkey wings is just too big for me. Yeah. And then, like, have y'all ever seen me eat a piece of chicken? I'm one of the people that eat chicken that'll make you mad. Like, you still have half the doggone meat on the bone. Because I'm one of the people that if once I see a vein or a piece of cartilage, I'm done eating. Say you was eating a ribeye and a New York strip every other night since the New Year. Just stopped 3 weeks ago. Man. Now, I just learned that like the T-bone steak, the small portion of the T-bone, that's actually a New York strip. I didn't realize that till the butchers at Publix told me that. I was like, really? And I realized that's the part I eat the least. Oh, yes. So a good steak. I love me a good steak. I love me a good steak. But yeah, I'm one of the people that just Justin that if I'm eating a wing and I see a vein or a piece of cartilage come through there, I'm done. I have to stop eating. I don't eat Popeyes, KFC, or chicken from any place here. Because they can't cook it right enough for me. Because they be trying to make it juicy. And for some reason, I don't know if this is nationwide, people here in Florida get their chicken medium well. I'm like, chicken and pork. They want to look pink. Who the heck? That's not safe. All kind of salmonella and bacteria. No. So when you order your food here, they don't cook it well done. The chicken don't be well done, or like I say I don't eat pork, but my mom used to order eat it, and it wasn't well done because they try to keep it juicy. It ain't done. No, mm-mm. I don't know if that's a Florida thing or there's some nutrient that they're not cooking their pork and their chicken all the way. Now I know people go through layers of beef where some of them like rare, girl, medium well. That's why I say that's death chicken. That's death. Like I literally have to when I order food, if I order from someplace and I order chicken, I have to call and say, "Can you make sure my chicken is well done?" And they be like, "Okay, well done, thank you. Oh, we make sure we have it well done." Like, God, that ain't the norm for your chicken to be well done. Mm-mm. I can't do medium rare. People say that well done beef is not healthy for you because the longer you cook beef, it releases more carbon, and that carbon can be cancerous or can help increase cancer growth and stuff like that. Which is I think the theory of why they people don't want you to eat well done, and chefs hate for you to order well done. Um, but I can't visually do steak that has pink because my mind automatically says it's still blood there, and I don't want to be eating blood. Well done beef is shoe leather, not the way I cook it, Anna. My well done be juicy. It be all juicy and stuff. You gotta baste it. That's what you gotta do. Even if you on a grill, you have to baste it. You get you some vinegar and water or some lemon juice and lime, and you baste it. And it locks the juice in. And then like when it's done, you take it off and you let it sit for a while. I always let mine sit on a like aluminum pan or something because it sits there in the rest, and then it continues to cook even more without losing the juices. Gotta nudge it out. See, I'm gonna try to eat a medium steak next. Yeah, I haven't been. My mama, she does medium. Once I see that red, my brain said it's still blood in there. I ain't eating nobody blood. That's why I just can't do it. It's a mental thing. I know. It's a mental thing. I just can't. And I'll be so mad when I be eating a good doggone burger. Like I go to Five Guys here, and I be like, make sure my burger well done. Oh, that's how we cook a man. And I start eating my burger and everything. Hey, yo, what's going on? Say, we make you hungry? I start eating that burger, and I get halfway in the middle still red. I just be so mad. I be like, God damn it. Oh, I be so mad. Medium rare for you. You broil it at 1 to 3 minutes, and if I need a little less pink, that's it. It's 1 to 3 minutes. Really? That's how my godmama taught me how to cook steaks at first, was to broil it. She would put the steak in the broiler. The little part at the bottom of the oven, but most people keep their pots and pans. That's the broiler. You put it in there, and she put butter on top of hers. That's how she would make her steaks. And for some reason, I've migrated from that to doing it pan fry. I just spray some little Pam or something in the skillet, and have my onions and my peppers and everything. And at first, like I sear it first so it can start making its own little grease. You got to make sure you have a little bit of marbling in there so you can have some like the grease, so it can make its own grease. And so it makes a little grease and everything. And then I'll add just a little bit of water, and then or vinegar and stuff. Not vinegar all the time, but a little bit. And then you marinate it. You just in that way it gets juicy. Okay. Hey, 1 to 3 minutes. And yeah, I probably would mess up people. Every time I think I try to make a medium something for my mom, it never came out that way. I wasn't, yeah. And I got a thermometer that says medium well. It literally says medium well done, rare on the thermometer. And I still mess it up every time. Every single time. But we done got all off topic. But you know what, y'all? Y'all made me feel better. I was mad as hell all day. Did I tell y'all? I probably gonna forget to tell y'all Tuesday when Traveling Talk Tuesday come around. Um, Hold on for a second. I was under investigation at work, y'all. Under investigation. Apparently, somebody in Chicago, probably Justin, it's probably one of your friends. Somebody in Chicago with a similar last name as me was doing something fraudulent through our company. And their last documented fraudulent activity was traced back to my office. And somehow the investigators linked that man to me. So I've been under investigation for the past few months. I just didn't know. My head honcho, he told me Wednesday. He was like, "Yeah, you know you was under investigation." No, I didn't know I was under investigation. But that they called him to interview him about my husband and how he's doing and have seen him around, and he was like, "She ain't married. Who you talking about?" But I guess it took. Yeah, I'm cleared now. It took, I guess, I don't know. That was the end of the conversation. That it took him to say that I wasn't married to anybody. Uh, Connected back to Chicago. Like, I'm not from Chicago. Chicago down the street is only 5 hours from me. But no, I ain't got no connection to whoever this person is. But yeah, I could have been locked the hell up, y'all. Y'all wouldn't have known nothing. I wouldn't have known nothing. So that was one reason why I took off work yesterday. That was one reason I took off. I was like, look here, I'm stressed. I'm tired. I ain't got to come to work. And he was like, yeah, you ain't got to come in. Just go ahead and stay home. But yeah, I didn't realize they had been following my black ass for about a few months, trying to see if I was attached to whoever this man is. The funny thing is, a lot of Davises, because that's my last name, I think I told y'all that before. A lot of the Davises up in Chicago, half the motherfuckers probably my cousins. Oh, so much, girl. Mad ain't even the word. Mad ain't even the word. And I was talking to my direct supervisor about it. She was like, he didn't even tell me. He probably thought I was going to tell you. People keep wanting me to be from Chicago. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I know we have some similar, no, Chicago people, they don't talk like St. Louis people at all. I mean, we both Midwest. We not far from each other, but we don't talk like each other at all. I don't know why people keep it. I'm from St. Louis. I ain't from down south. I ain't from up north. I ain't from the East Coast or the West Coast. I'm right there. Bam. Gateway to the West. That's where I'm at. Wait a minute. You did the corrections, mistyping it. So yeah, I'm all clear now, y'all. I'm back legal. I don't need no more troubles. I don't need no more legal troubles. I haven't been in trouble with the law since 2008. I think that is 2008. Last time I was in trouble with the law. I don't need no more troubles. I'm trying to act right, fly straight. That's what I'm trying to do. Trying to be a better me in my life. Yeah, I know. You say you know how to spell it, and I ain't sure. But people from the shy be saying "car" instead of "car." They say "car." Justin, you say "car" like that because Justin from Chicago. I don't know. Do we say "car"? I don't know what I say. No, we don't talk the same out. I think, like, just from my travels, people from New Orleans, no, not really. People from Dallas. People from Dallas to me sound just like the people from St. Louis. When I'm down there, they sound the same to me. Yeah. Matter of fact, most people I know from Dallas, they sound the same to me. Now, when I went to New Orleans, people I was around, I thought they sound like me. But when I listen to people from New Orleans, I can clearly identify that they're from New Orleans. There's something about the way that they talk. Like maybe because they say the word baby and stuff like that. Maybe that's why. But when I was in New Orleans, I was like, they sound like us. Because I think St. Louis and New Orleans sister cities too. But no, you say car. I think I'm only saying car right now because I'm trying to say car, but I don't think, like I say burr. A burr. I say burr. It was a video. Oh, I wish I could find it. It was ways that people say from people from St. Louis talk. It's just hilarious to me, and I'm like, yep, he's so true. He's so true. Are you from Louisiana? What part of you don't mind me asking? Like when I moved to California, people kept assuming that I was from Louisiana, and I was like, no, I had only been one time. I had been in New Orleans. I don't know. Sometimes depending on where I'm at in New Orleans, some people don't sound like me. I guess when you get out to the bayou, a little bit more in the bayou, they have a very heavy dialect that they speak there. Oh, you from Baton Rouge? I've been there before. I visited Baton Rouge before. I was 17, taking my fast ass down to New Orleans to go visit my boyfriend who dumped me the day I got there. It was a 17-hour bus ride from St. Louis to New Orleans. And he dumped me before I even got off the doggone bus. And my cousin was going to college over at Southern. So I went over to Baton Rouge to go stay at her dorm since I didn't have a boyfriend no more. um, you know August Alsina. It's August Alsina from Baton Rouge. Oh, you went to school in Missouri? Where did you go to school? Oh, you went to school in New Orleans. Okay. My daughter got accepted for Xavier University, but she didn't go. Girl, he dumped me. He probably had a girl because he was down in Xavier. He probably had a girlfriend. Yeah, he dumped me. He dumped me bad. And I think that was one of the worst travel experiences that I had in my life. 17-hour bus ride to get there. So when he dumped me, I was like, you know what? I'm on the first bus back home to St. Louis, right? Wasn't no buses going. So I had to wait until Sunday morning to leave out. But it was Friday. And so I was like, okay, well, my cousin over in Baton Rouge, I'm going to go over there and kick it with her. So I caught the bus from New Orleans bus station over to Baton Rouge and then got a taxi over to her dorm. Got there, her ass in Atlanta, kicking in Atlanta. But luckily her roommate was there. So I ended up staying with her, the roommate. You wanted to go Xavier, but dad said you couldn't go because it was right after Hurricane Katrina. Xavier was expensive. My daughter had scholarships out the ass from them. And when they got done, I still was gonna pay like $20-something thousand a semester. I was like, that's too much. That is too much. And then they wanted to change her program. Nakina's an artist. She was into video game designing. That's what her whole passion was. But they didn't have a program for video game design. Their program was design, which was basically t-shirts. They tell you how to make logos on t-shirts or how to make billboards for advertising and things like that. So the program didn't match. So they tried to convince her to go into education instead. And which is why Keita didn't end up going to an HBCU. Like I always wanted her to have the experience of HBCU because I didn't go to one. You know, I wanted her to be celebrate your blackness, yada 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 yada. But every single HBCU that was interested in her was trying to get her to change her major to education, to be a teacher. And she was like, that's not what I wanted to do. She wanted to be a video game designer. Yes, with scholarships. I going through these boxes the other day. She had scholarships out the ass from Xavier. So she ended up going to WIU, which is Western Illinois University, and they had a video game design program there. With her scholarships that they gave her, we ended up paying like $4,000 a semester. I paid it out of pocket. I wouldn't been like getting no student loans for $4,000. It was worth it. And plus, it was only like an hour from home. Y'all, Keita might would say she wasn't gone nowhere. I was at her dorm every week. I was at her games, the school games. I was at everything. We would make movie dates, and I would drive up there to go to the movies. So your grandparents went to Texas College. Where is that at? Where's Texas? What city is Texas College in? I gotta. I need some water. I think I'm getting sick again, y'all too. Sometimes I was in the bathroom like something terrible for this thing. Every week I was at her school. There was a time like when I was doing blogs. You see the blog every week. I'm at WIU, kicking it with Keena at WIU every week. And like we was movie buffs, yo. So anytime a new movie came out, I was like, Keena, I'm coming up there. I'm going to the movies every week. An hour drive from St. Louis. Well, actually, I think it was like an hour and a half, but I would get there in an hour. So Fort Worth. Fort Worth. Yeah, the ex that dumped me, that's what he ended up moving to. After he left Xavier, he moved to Fort Worth, Texas. All my exes live in Texas. My ex-husband live in Texas too. He's from Dallas. All my exes live in Texas. So yeah. But yeah, Xavier is expensive. But the fact that it was the sole fact though, I probably would have footed the bill if they weren't trying to change her her field of study. Like I just didn't understand why they was trying to, and it seemed like they was doing it to almost every student who was being recruited. You could be going to school for medicine, and then they tell you that we need black teachers. So they was that's what it was. That's how they were selling it. They need black teachers. They need black educators. So they wanted her to go into education. And I was like, that's not what she want to do. Like Keita didn't finish college, and I actually didn't encourage her to really. Um, my only reason to encourage her to finish school was because I had already started paying money for it. And I feel like, if I gotta pay this damn money, you need to finish the damn degree. At least get a degree. But Keita is like really a self-taught person. She taught herself how to draw. She taught herself IT type of stuff, you know. And now what she's doing, like I say, she games, you know, she's a gamer, but she has created her own income source by doing animations for people. She taught herself how to animate, you know, characters and things like that. So yeah, pay pay outrageous money to switch your major. Like the majors that y'all wanted her to go into. As an educator, she wouldn't even make that back to pay off her damn student loans. Like, nah. And he don't even like kids. She wouldn't be no educator. Mm-mm. But yeah, so that's how she ended up not going to HBCU. I didn't go to HBCU because I went to the military. Yeah, I went straight to the military. I had a degree. I had a scholarship for school of engineering. I wanted to be an engineer at first, but I love finance and money. And I took a bet with 9 of my other friends. We was gonna all join the military together, and I was supposed to go into engineering in the military. Well, they didn't have the job open for me. They had accounting, they had post office, and some other administrative job, and they gave you a choice to pick one of those three. The job that I picked, I didn't get it either. They ended up messing up my orders before I got out of boot camp. You didn't get your orders the day you graduated, so I didn't know they had messed up my I was in the Marine Corps. I didn't know they had messed up my orders until the day I graduated, and at that point it was too late to change. So the job I'm doing now is the job I was doing in the military. Yes, law school is 200,000 a semester. I wanted to be a lawyer. I wanted to be, well, I didn't want to be like a lawyer. I wanted to be a financial accountant lawyer. I wanted to go into that field. Because like I say, I love money. I love accounting. I just didn't end up with accounting when I went to the military. But I went to school for accounting. But the thing was, I hate school. I hate school. I mean, I hated school with a passion. When I was in high school, before high school, I loved school. I got to high school, I lost all interest. And I told you when my godmother died, I really lost interest in school as well. I went from an honor roll student. I was taking college credits freshman year, and when she died, I lost all interest. I didn't even show up for school. My senior year, I missed 122 days of school. I wasn't even showing up because I was like, "Fuck school." Um, so I didn't go into the field until I didn't go to college until after I had graduated. Keaton was 3 when I first went to college. And so I didn't go to HBCU. I just picked the local one that was in town that had a great accounting program. So you don't hate school. It's the classes that you have to take you don't like. Or your father was a Lance Corporal in the Marine Corps. Hoorah, devil dog. Um, I did graduate, yo. I did. Kingdom, my daughter, nah, I don't think she's gonna ever go back to college. And I don't think that college fits her. Because for what she wants to do, she doesn't need a degree to do that. She'd just be paying for more core classes that's not applicable to what she does. Like I said, she created her own field, her own lane. She gets paid $300 a job just sitting there animating somebody's cartoon character that they drew. Takes her no time to do it, and she can pick up another client. That say I was thugging too hard. You already know. I was my senior year, man. I was wilding out my senior year. When I would show up to school, I wasn't there. Like my teacher would be seeing me hanging in the hallways or whatever, doing what I was doing, and she was like, "You're not in class today." I said, "I'm not here." She's like, I'm looking right at you. You know, you don't. You don't see me. That's how I was. You don't see me. I'm not here today. She's like, Miss Davis, you right here in front of my face. No, ma'am. I'm not here. I was wilding out in my senior year. I started dating Keena Daddy. Y'all know he was a street pharmacist. My mama was a thug. My daddy was a thug. We had all kind of shit. My house was the dope house. Everything was popping off my senior year. But no, I went and see 2000 when Keena was 3. I went to college. I got my associates in accounting. I got a certificate in Black Studies, and then I went on to get my bachelor's, and I started in their accounting program at the university. The 4-year university was weird. I started for accounting because that's what I got my associates in. And then they was like, basically, you going into business administration, which what by the time I graduated, it was gonna have me at an entry level secretary. I was like, that's not what I'm signed up to do. I did that when I did my associate's degree. And now you want me to do a 4-year degree, get a bachelor's degree, and that's all I'm gonna be equivalent to when I step into the work field as a fucking secretary. So I kind of lost interest in the accounting field. So I said, okay, let me look into the law school, get the law degree. I do 6 years instead of 4. I was gonna be the tax lawyer. Um, that didn't work out. I don't know. I got frustrated with school. I dropped out of school so many times. So many times. I finally graduated from my bachelor's in 2015. I started school, so Keena was 3. I started school 2001. 2015, 14 years it took me to finally finish that bachelor's. As I said, I did have the associate and I did have my certificate in Black Studies. I had a real estate license. I had got that certificate. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Oh God. By the time I graduated, I was so sick of school. I went to my counselor's office. I was like, what degree do I have already? This and so they pulled up all the stuff, see what I had, all the classes I had took, all the core classes, all the required classes. And they was like, well, you have a degree in international finance right now. You have a degree in economics. Which one you want? So I chose the degree in international finance, and that's what I graduated with. But I was so sick of school. I was so done with it. It took me a long time to even budget my own damn check after that because I was so sick of school. It just, it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. I really think that all them years I was in school was a waste of time. I ain't did shit in the field. When I was at the IRS, the job that I was like gearing for, as far as my degree was concerned, I was already doing. So it's like I didn't need no damn degree. Now, if you try to get a job at the IRS, you have to have a bachelor's. But when I went in, you didn't have to have no degree. So I was like, what the fuck I need a degree for? So yeah, it's not for everybody. And I say I think a lot of young folks today can do well without a degree, or at least their passions don't fit with a degree. They don't line up. That's so true. That's so true. It's like a lot of the things that they doing is self-taught. A degree is not required. Like they told me that I could be a teacher. I was like, I didn't go to school for education. They told me I could be a professor. I was like, I didn't go to school for education. And they said that's all you need. You have a 4-year degree, and whatever your degree is in, so my degree is in international finance, they will make me a professor in international finance. That's all I need is 21 college credit hours to be a damn professor in international finance. I was like, don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. So what people go to school for education for? If anybody can come out to school with a damn bachelor's degree and go in to be a teacher, it didn't make sense. So my nose stopped up. But like, yeah, especially like with her getting into like IT, I really think going to school for IT is a waste of money, only because the technology field changes daily. So by the time you graduate from college, everything that you have learned is changed. It's no longer even valid because technology changes so fast. It's something that I think should just be really hands on. Like I get into whatever field I'm in, they train me and teach me there because you have to keep adapting daily. So I think that's one of the main fields that's like, why am I going to school for this? And then you got to, most kids start college with no idea what they want to do. Exactly. You end up in a profession totally unrelated to your degree. Exactly. Like what I'm doing right now has nothing to do with my degree. Not at all. Not at all. I love and hate my job at the same time. But this was the job I was doing in the military, so I kind of got used to it. But yeah, nothing. And like I say, I don't want to discourage kids from like stay in school. I don't want to do that. But my cousin, she's an educator. She went to school, whew, for a long damn time. She graduated, I want to say with a master's. No, she's in the master's program now. But she graduated with her bachelor's in agricultural engineering. What she ended up doing? Teaching. She teaches science right now. But her degree is in agricultural engineering. But by the time she finished school, she's like, I don't have no passion for that no more. No passion for it. There's lots of different programming languages, and you don't know which one you're gonna need after you graduate. Exactly. That's exactly it is when it comes to technology. Those languages change all the time. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I think that's a job that you shouldn't have to go to college for. You should just go and they should train you. Um, the job I'm at right now doesn't deal with my previous degrees, but what I'm in school for now is counseling. And that's what I want to do, work with kids. Interesting. Look at you. You know, each one teach one. Give me a second, y'all. My nose just got stopped up, and I need to blow my nose. I got on shorts. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm still here. This is why I be choking in the middle of the night. I literally wake up in the middle of the night choking from sinus drainage. I had to check my nose, make sure that came out from sinus drainage. I think kids should travel abroad and work until they figure it out. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes. Got overwhelmed first semester. And that's what I think happened to Keena. Keena was always, like, I hate to brag on my daughter. My baby's smart as fuck. I don't hate to brag on her. I love to brag on her. She's smart as hell. And her first semester of school, they loaded her down because she had so much, she had already had college credits coming in. She was an honor roll student. She was in the honor society. She had all this stuff. So, and she wasn't working. So they gave her like 24 credit hours to take her first school year. I think first semester she got them C's. She got so discouraged, and then that's all she was taking was English and math. Like she wasn't even in her core classes, the ones that's going to, lead up to her design degree. And then with her school, like I said, she went to WIU. By the time her second year came around, they had dissolved her program. So they no longer had the video game design. Yeah, I would like to send you still be poems. You would like to send me poems and have you interpret them and see what you think? Ooh, she had the spade. Yo, I need your daughter's information because I'm trying to go to Spain. Need some heads up on what to do once I get there. I'm trying to go to Spain. Yeah, I really think that she should travel. I'm encouraging her right now. I'm like, you young, you still got a mama that's taking care of you. You ain't gotta get out the nest right now. Experience life, and then you can figure out what you want to do. If you want to go back to school at a later date, you can do that. I say it took me a while to go back. I went back, I finished it, and I still don't want to do what I want to do. But get some life experience. Because you may change your mind again. Because when she first started, she wanted to be a video game designer. That ain't what she's doing right now. She's doing animation. She love it. But who would have thought that she would start liking it? She taught herself how to do it during COVID. Somebody had, like, she's on Twitch. Like I said, she's a gamer. and they had the little avatars, right? So somebody had what they call rigged her avatar, so it could move like a cartoon, like an animation. And she was like, "That's interesting." And she sat there, bought herself the little software, taught her how to do it, and that's like I said, she charging people $300 to $500 a project, depending on what they want done, all within a few months' time. I was like, and I'm sitting here paying all this money to go to school. So I stopped. Like I used to be on her head when you gonna go back to school. You either gonna go to school or you gonna go you gonna work. That's why I used to be. I ain't like that no more. Do your thing, girl. She's doing the damn thing. I'm so proud of her. Yeah. So, but I really want her to go out and see the world. I've been trying to. Her best friend, is in going to school for cybersecurity, and I think she just finished. Oh, she finna finish. So they want to go travel. I'm like, go travel, stick together. I think it's like 3 or 4 of them that want to go together. Stick together, travel, see the world. Your mama didn't sit still. I didn't sit still at all. And I think the military helped that though. Because when the military, I got to the military, I never left St. Louis, other than my aunt driving over to East St. Louis or to Austin, Missouri to go buy her lottery tickets. I never really left St. Louis, until I got to the military. So once I got to the military, within a matter of weeks, I was off to Saudi Arabia. Then I came back. We was off to Somalia. Came back from that. Off to Japan. I was stationed at Pendleton, so we was down in Mexico. I was everywhere. I was like, I like this. It's traveling. I loved it. Yeah, I want her to just travel more. If COVID hadn't happened, they'd have been in Korea by now. They had some stuff planned. Hey, lovely true red hacker. Hey. You gonna call it like, what time is it? Oh, it's 12 in the morning. You have a good night. Thank you for being here. You said you was gonna poke your head in. I'm so glad you came through. Have a good one. But yeah, I didn't realize it was this late. We've been over here 2 hours. I can't breathe, y'all. I hope I'm not getting the C19 again. Cause I can't clear my nasal passage up. This is relief, soothe, release, cough. This ain't what I want then. I want to open my damn nose up. It's relieving the cough. No wonder why this shit ain't working. I'm gonna fix that. Fix that real quick. Okay, so this is my sweet dreams. I might get a little tired, y'all. I don't know, because it got the eucalyptus oil in it. So I'm gonna rub some of this right on my chest here. Open up my nasal passage right there. That did no trick. I'm gonna have to use that. Justin, you still got your sweet dreams? I ain't finna use no Vicks when I can make my own stuff. The Sweet Dreams oil, the one to help you sleep, it got peppermint, lavender, and eucalyptus in it. The eucalyptus opens up your airways. I just dab some of this on there and put it around my chest. And it's already working. Hold on, let me dab a little more. And it smells good. That's working real good. Oh yeah, it's open me right on up. Open me right on up. That's the power of making your own products. Y'all see that? I can breathe freely now. Y'all hear my voice done changed a little bit? I told you a little damn, but do you? Like this bottle here, y'all. It's so small. It's smaller than my piggy finger, really. And like I charge $7 for it. But everybody I know that has used it has said nothing but good things about it. This is a Sweet Dreams oil from my line. I got a little beauty line and a little dab behind both ears. Help you sleep. This just opened up my sinuses, like for real. I could breathe. But it should make me sleepy too. This one right here is a different color because I got a little pomegranate in there. Just but they basically the same thing. I just added some pomegranate to that. I was trying to see if he's gonna give it a different scent. Oh, I love it. Okay, you had yours since last spring. You got a little bit left too. Yes. Okay, good. That's right, Justin. You ordered like 2 bottles of it. I know Ken Diamond ordered it too. My mom. I talked to my mama, y'all. I talked to my mama. Y'all know me and my mama hadn't spoke since since October is when we parted ways, and I was just knew that we weren't gonna never speak again. And then like these plants right here, she had ordered these I guess before we moved, and they came through. I gotta repot them. I'm not good with plants, so I'm scared to touch them. But I need to put these in a pot. So I called her about these, asked her what to do with them. Did she want me to send them back? And she was like, "No, just keep them." So I need to. So we had a conversation that day, and then I found some glasses um, that I thought was hers, and I asked her, "Could these mine?" I asked her, did she want me to send them to her, and they weren't hers, so we spoke that day. But we actually had a whole conversation. Like she called me up. She had no vitriol in her voice. She was like, "How you doing? What you doing?" She asked about Kingdom. She thinks she found her a place to finally stay and all this stuff. So, she getting better physically, medically. She doing okay. It was a good conversation. I haven't talked to my mom in 5 months. Is it 5 months? It's March now. Okay, so November, December, January, February. So 4 months we hadn't spoke, since we parted ways. And it wasn't a good separation, you know. I know yo, I'm not sure how long you've been on my channel, but that was a rough part. That was a rough part. Like earlier we was talking about my therapist. My therapist like put her out because she's one of your triggers. You literally moved your trigger in with you, and we was on a rough patch, The day that we moved out of that apartment, like I pretty much had to put myself into a homeless situation just so me and her would not be under the same roof because she wasn't leaving, and I couldn't put her out legally, you know. So yeah, we didn't end on good terms at all. But yeah, I really didn't think we was gonna speak ever again. I really didn't. And yeah, we spoke. It was like my mama called. Matter of fact, the conversation went so well. A friend of mine wants me to come back to St. Louis and do another pop-up shop there. And I'm like, I don't think I can make it, She might actually do the pop-up shop for me. Yeah. Girl. It was a tumultuous moment. It was not good at all. It was not. We she have never lived under the same roof. Put it that way, never. And we were like, I wasn't necessarily raised by her. I was raised by my godmother, so we never had that mother-daughter bond for real. Like I spent a few years out of my life living with her, but it wasn't that genuine bond that most people have with their parents. Mm-mm. So yeah, but yeah, she called me. I was shocked, and we talked a long time too. Wait, let me see. I had to check it. We talked a long time too. Let me see. Recent calls. How long was it? We talked for a whole 28 minutes, y'all. A whole 28 minutes. Like previous conversations, 2 minutes. One before that, 37 seconds. And then radio silence. There's nothing. So yeah, that was a good moment. I was like, okay, things are making a good little turn. At least in that department. I still don't talk to my damn daddy though. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. One day, you know what? For my members that are in here, because I want to share this story. It's been like on my heart for like 3 years. For my members, I will tell y'all the story that I've been wanting to tell for the longest, because I know for a fact that none of my family members are members of my channel. They subscribers, but they not members. And it'd be just my luck. I put up that video and then they come in and get memberships and they find out some truths that they don't want to hear. But it's like I gotta get it off my chest. Oh, maybe I write it on my I might write it on my blog. I started writing on my blog again. I'm just not consistent with it. Okay, so anyway, I was gonna talk about Ready to Love. I was gonna talk about Married at First Sight. Then none of that happened. So just know, I was gonna put up Married at First Sight the other day. Is y'all was excited about it. Y'all was wanting to really get into it. And I was like, yes, I will put it up tonight. I'll put it up tomorrow. And then I was like, you know what? I put up Married at First Sight on Sundays, damn it. So it's going up Sunday like normal. So Ready to Love, Married at First Sight, and Power will all be up on Sunday. If y'all looking for those videos. Justin, you say you want to hear it? Okay, I'm gonna do a video then just for the I think the About That Life members. The About That Life members will get the exclusive video and get a little bit info on the story that I've been wanting to share forever. It all started when I took my ancestry DNA test. Back, that's how far back this story goes. So yeah, I just want to share that. I've been wanting to share it with somebody for so long. And I know my brother, he watches the channel. His wife watches. My niece watches. So sometimes my sister will watch too. And this story will have a great impact on them. So yeah, I don't want to share it with everybody so everybody can have access to it. So, but yeah, I'm gonna share it with y'all. Okay, I'm gonna put that video up Monday. I'll put it up Monday, I think, if I remember. It's coming this week. Don't give me the line about no day. Okay, so we about to wrap this up though. And I just want to thank y'all for being here. Let me vent for a moment. Get my feelings out. Because I was on one. And I know I was. Okay, wait a minute. What is that? Oh, I need to find my channel. Hold on for a second. Mind twisted. Oh, let me do this on my phone. Dummy. Okay. Keisha Cole is giving her story Sunday on TV One at 10 p.m. Candy Bird's show coming out. What's it called, Justin? Because I meant to put that up on my community board and I didn't. And Candy and Todd and them got a new show. Y'all know me and Candy don't mess with each other. So Candy, one of them people that while I was reviewing her show, that me and her actually had words. So yeah, we not the closest of friends. Well, I enjoyed YouTube. So I'm gonna go hit this little list real quick. The TV show Atlanta. I don't review it on this channel, but I do like to share the information with y'all. Atlanta is coming back for its third season, March 24th. They're gonna have the fourth and final season. It's gonna come out this fall. It's been 3-4 years since the last season. The OLG game. That's what Candy new show. And when does that start, Justin? On Sunday? Keisha Cole, TV One on Sunday at 10. Let's see. Love and Marriage Huntsville starts March 19th. And P Valley starting in June. Who else I put up? I know I put up some other stuff. Oh, I'm watching this new show called The End Game. I caught it on Hulu. It's really good. So catch that. Let's see. Sherry Williams. I told you she was Sherry Shepherd. I told she was they were going to replace Wendy Williams' show with her show. I didn't know when it was going to start. It's coming in September. Put a Ring on It comes back March 24th, 25th. I will be reviewing Put a Ring on It and all they little shenanigans. Y'all realize they got Hollywood on Put a Ring on It again, which don't make sense to me because I know after Hollywood and Ashley broke up, Hollywood went to the Dominican Republic and then came back home and he started dating this girl named Kels, who was already married. Kels just recently got divorced last October and Hollywood proposed to her back in December. So I don't know when he had the time to come on to Put a Ring on It and date some of the characters on the show. That's what he's doing. He's coming on as a date. Let's see. March 25th for that. I think that's it. What I got for shows? Oh, The Walking Dead airs Sunday too. I think that's it. Adopted Adults. Oh my God, I meant to watch that. Hey, the Fun Nuts in the building. We about to wrap up. We've been on here for 2 hours and stuff. Well, thank you for coming. No, that's one of my favorite people. But yeah, I think that's it. Y'all, Bookman died. Y'all on good terms. I did not know his name was Johnny Brown. I'm telling y'all, no shade. I did not know that man was still alive. I honestly didn't. But he just died March 2nd, I believe. He was born in 1937. He lived a long life. You heard what got canceled? What you hear get canceled? Put a Ring on It. It's coming back, if that's what you're talking about. Or The Adopted Adults. Love you too, Justin. I think that's it. It's some other stuff. I think I covered everything. I don't have a date on Real Housewives of Potomac yet. Mia on Real Housewives of Potomac. She just got diagnosed with cancer. So they're not sure if she's going to come back to the show or not. It was rumors out there that Candace Dillard had got fired. She didn't. Oh, Real Housewives of not Real Housewives. Love and Marriage Huntsville. It's having a spinoff. Love and Marriage DC. And y'all know Monique Samuels from Real Housewives of Potomac is now going to be on that show. I told y'all that at the PTV. And I think that's everything. Am I missing anything? I still have not watched Euphoria. I'm binge watching Below Deck right now. And I think that's it. I saw another YouTuber say that. Oh, Auntie's Advice. Let me check. I mean, Adopted Adults just started. How they canceled it already? Adopted Adults. When I see the preview on that, I just knew that was gonna be stupid as hell. Baby, Jamaica, they did cancel it. They says Adopted Adults has been canceled and pulled from A&E after only 3 episodes. The TV show has had some behind-the-scenes drama that led to the move by the cable channel. I can believe it. I can see the previews on Adopted Adults. I was like, this is going to be some tomfoolery. I tried to get Sad Scales to review it. She was like, oh, I can't do it. I can't do this one. A U.S. citizen adopt a 20-year-old person. They canceled the show. They sure did. That's hilarious. All right, so that's it, y'all. It was too stupid. It was ridiculous. Anybody know what's the other show? It came on. The one that they was Sister Wives. Is that still coming on? After that last little whole fiasco with the black couple, I wonder, Sister Wives, is that still on? That show was crazy as hell to me too. Let's see. Sister Wives. Well, Spears get history show. Sister Wives coming back, y'all. Sister Wives coming back for season 17. Okay, it was another one. Sister Wives. It was another show. It was Sister Wives? I can't remember. Yeah, after 3 episodes, they canceled it. All right, now I'm going to sign off for real. I'm going to sign off for real, go to bed. Actually, I'm not going to go to bed. I'm going to watch Power. So if you have the Stars app and you're on the East Coast, Power is already online. It came online at midnight. So I'm going to watch Power before I go to bed. So that way I ain't got to watch it in the morning. And when I get up, I can do all the reviews and post them up for y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for, like I say, let me get shit off my chest. Okay, I think I'm finally over the Kanye situation. We had some good talks on mental health and stuff like that. And you know what? Corrupt the cat, if you still here in the chat, I apologize for snapping on you. Because I know I was in the mood. I know. There she go. I know I was in the mood, and I've been in the mood all week, and I probably came across real harsh and abrupt. I apologize directly to you. I hope you accept my apology. And the pet stay in the other room. I can't have me the one in here when I'm recording because he had been to knock the cameras down and everything. And then Keith would be meowing in the back of I need to go out and walk him right there and go to the lab bath and break his leg. Y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for being here. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, like the video, share, what have you. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.